prior to the war getting started, we heard that Saudi Arabia did not want to get involved. They didn't want to get dragged into this. So Saudi Arabia said, United States, we are not going to allow you to use your military bases in our country to strike Iran. We just don't want to get dragged into it, okay? Well, the Saudi crown prince is also a terrorist, also a liar, a butcher, if you will. And so the Washington Post had reported on February 28th that push from Saudis, Israel helped move Trump to attack Iran. US intelligence assessments saw no imminent threat, but regional allies argued now was the time to strike. And strike we did. And I don't think Trump is going to be happy with the decision he made. If not now, pretty soon he's going to realize what a huge disaster this was, a massive risk that will define his legacy. It turns out that Israel and Saudi Arabia had been engaging in a weeks-long campaign to urge the United States to strike Iran. So Saudi Arabia is very much part of this. According to 4 people familiar with the matter who spoke to the Washington Post, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman made multiple private phone calls to Trump over the past month, advocating a US attack despite his public support for a diplomatic solution. The attack came despite US intelligence assessments that Iran's forces were likely to pose an imminent threat to the US mainland within the next decade. So not within a few weeks, not within a few days, 10 years. We're talking about 10 freaking years. Okay. Last November, Democratic Senators Elizabeth Warren and Chris Murphy actually called out the Witkoffs, meaning Steve Witkoff and his son, over their conflicts of interest in the Persian Gulf as he continued engaging in negotiations and peace talks. So Witkoff partnered with Trump's family back in 2024 to launch World Liberty Financial, a cryptocurrency company. A lot of dark money, a lot of hidden bribery can take place with crypto, can it? A few months later, Witkoff became Trump's special envoy to the Middle East and for peace missions. And since Trump's reelection, Zach Witkoff, that's Steve Witkoff's son, has used cryptocurrency conferences in Dubai and Abu Dhabi as venues to raise billions of dollars from government-linked investors in the UAE and elsewhere, possibly Saudi Arabia, for World Liberty Financial, the Trump Witkoff cryptocurrency company. These people are leeches. They are the worst among us. They have sold the country out just so they can make a buck. They are just the absolute most disgusting and evil human beings imaginable. And I know I'm using strong language. It's very, very harsh. But they are happy. I want to be clear, happy to sacrifice the lives of American soldiers so they can get dog walked by basically by those who pay them to humiliate themselves on the world stage for a little bit of profit. Steve Witkoff is a joke. Jared Kushner, in my opinion, is the new Epstein. Certainly when it comes to the background wheeling and dealing that takes place, the shadow government that actually rules us all, that's what's happening. We don't live under a democracy. We don't live under a democratic republic, none of that, okay? There is a shadow government. They're the ones who pull the strings. You're seeing it happen in real time. And look, the one thing I'll give the Trump administration some credit for, they're so unsophisticated that they can't help but just be brazen about what they're doing. So we all know what's going on now. In previous administrations, there was speculation, but now it's abundantly clear. The office of the presidency has been bastardized into an office that serves individuals who seek to enrich themselves, even if it means embarrassing themselves and selling out the American people.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.